guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a package that I got in the mail from Deck of Scarlet. If you don't know what Deck of Scarlet is, it is a bi-monthly subscription box. So I'm actually going to pull up on my phone their website and read to you what it's about. If you log on to their site for the first time, there's a 30% off for the subscription price. It is, you get one palette every 2 months, and it comes with all of the products that you need to create multiple looks. How it works is you sign up, a new palette every 2 months arrives in your mailbox. It is just $29.95. It does retail for $124. It says you can create multiple looks per palette. Each palette is made in collaboration with a popular YouTuber, which is flipping awesome. Way to support YouTubers, Deck of Scarlet. Then every palette is unique and limited edition. It says you'll want to own them all. So this is a little bit of a look of what the palette kind of looks like. It has, that palette that I just showed you guys has 3 eyeshadows, a highlighter, a blush, and 2 lip shades, and then a lip gloss. So they actually sent me some shadows to try out and a lipstick. They actually sent me the link to a page and let me pick which shadows I wanted to try out. 7 shadows that come in little packages like this. So I'm assuming that these are gonna come out and then I can just stick them, in my palette. And then this dual-ended lipstick, which is a liner and then a lipstick on the other end. So these snap out and then I can put them on my little magnetic palette. And I should mention that Deck of Scarlet is cruelty-free. Wow. So these are them. I have 7, so I'm gonna pop these out. I have this little magnetic thing here. I think I bought this off of Amazon. I do have some ColourPop shadows in here and like a magnetic blush, but I'm gonna pop these over on this side. I'll slide all this over so we know which ones are the Deck of Scarlet. That's not wanting to move. So I'll put the Deck of Scarlet ones over here and then we'll create a look. So I'm gonna add these to here and we'll be right back. So I have the Deck of Scarlet shadows that I got in my little palette here. I am going to I've already primed my lids, I have foundation on, my brows, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade in my Anastasia contour palette and I'm going to just dust that over the primer on my lids so that we can see how well this is going to blend. And then the colors that I use, I will link in the video or in the description box, one or the other. You'll see as we go. So let's create a look. I'm gonna take this shade right here first, this light brown, and start building it up in my crease. I am using a Morphe M504 brush. Blending out pretty nicely so far. I don't see a ton of fallout, but I do kind of tap my brush off before I go in. All right, then I'm gonna go in with that next darkest shade here. I only picked 2 that weren't shimmers. And then I'm just gonna build some of that up in the crease as well. Again, focusing the darkest part on the outer corner. I'm gonna pick up that first brown shade and we're gonna do a little bit of a halo eye, and I'm gonna add that to the inner and outer corner and then leaving the center of my lid untouched. And then I'm gonna go back in with that second shade and add it on the inner and outer corner. And then I'm gonna just take my brush in my crease and kind of blend that out just to make sure that there's no start and stops from where we blended in our corner and where we started our halo eye. And then I'm gonna go in with a little Royal and Lane Nickel lip brush and a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. And I'm just going to create a little part here. And then again on this eye. And then you just want to make sure that the sides match as closely as possible. If they're not perfect, it's okay. Honestly, the more that you do it, the easier that it becomes. I'm gonna take a little concealer brush. This is just a little Wet n Wild brush, and I'm just gonna pat that down so that it's easier to blend shadows over top of it. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with a clean brush. This is a little Morphe brush. And I'm gonna use this green right here. I had a hard time trying to decide. I kind of want to use the blue. I kind of want to use the red. I kind of want to use all of them. Actually, I'm not gonna use the green. I'm gonna use this goldish shade here just to kind of make this more of like a neutral eye that anybody could wear. And I'm just going to place that where we placed the concealer. That's beautiful. I love it. Shimmer shadows don't typically have a lot of fallout, but this literally has none. All right, then I'm gonna go back in with that fluffy brush, that Morphe M504 brush that we used in the beginning. And I'm gonna pick up just a little bit of that first shade that we used. And I'm gonna go over what we have in our crease just to kind of make sure that if any of the shimmer shade did get up there, that we can just kind of clean that up. And then I'm gonna take it down and just soften any edges that there might be. This brush is a little bit larger than what I would use for this, so use a smaller brush. It's a little easier. I'm gonna take a clean brush and just to highlight up here by the brow bone, I'm gonna go back in to my Anastasia palette and just pick up some of that lightest shade there. And just take this over just to kind of soften up my blending by the brow bone. All right, and then for the waterline down here, I'm gonna go in with smaller brush and pick up that darkest shade and just line my waterline with it. I've turned this into a very brown eye look, which is typically what 80% of my clients want. Did this for y'all. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush that I had used up there in the crease and just smoke that out of it. And then I'm gonna take a blush brush, just dust away that powder. And then just for shits and giggles, we're going to take a little bit of that shimmer shade, whatever is it that we used right here, and just pop that on the inner corner. Which that is a little bit darker than I would normally do in the inner corner, but when I do my highlighter, I'm gonna take a little bit of that over it as well. Trust the process. And then I'm gonna take just a little bit of that shimmer right along the inner part of the waterline. All right, so I am going to do my liner and lashes and mascara, and we will be right back. So I have my liner, lashes, and mascara popped on. I am going to do some quick contour. I always get stuck on like the Anastasia kit. I'll use something else for a while and then I go back to it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I know you guys have seen me do this a million times. That's why I don't really explain it in like huge, great detail. It's like you guys have seen it so many times. But I did have a request to do like a cream contour video. So let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. My face has breakouts and I don't know what is going on. I'm pretty sure that it's hormones. But whatever it is, I'm over it. And I have been trying to do a little bit of contour on my nose, but not as like in detail, and just trying to embrace my own self. So I'm doing some nose contour, but not a lot. Just a little bit, just a little bit. All right, then for blush, I'm gonna use, this was actually in my little palette. This is the ColourPop Pressed Blush in the shade To the 10. I have been like really into blush lately, which is not my normal self. I am very particular on blushes, but I have been super into just kind of using different ones and trying them out. I just feel like it adds so much definition to my face. Got all these breakouts right here. What's going on? All right, and then for highlighter, I'm gonna use the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder. I'm going to dab a little bit of this. A little tiny bit of this goes such a long way. I'm gonna dab just a little bit over the shadow on the inner corner, just to make it a little less of that coppery color and more of a shimmer, but just a little bit so that we can still see the coppery color. Get it? Got it? Good. And I'm gonna take some of this, again, dusting it off because such a little goes such a long way. All right, friends. I'm digging this eye look though, for real. Digging it. All right, so I'm going to use the lipstick. I literally have like highlighter all over this. That Deck of Scarlet scent lip part is called Playa, and the lip liner is called Tease. So again, this is cruelty free. That's the lipstick. So we're gonna use the liner. It looks like this. And I'm gonna line my ridiculously small lips. NYX used to have something like this with like the liner and the lip, but they were like ombre pencils and I love them. And when I was at Ulta the last time I looked for them, couldn't find them anywhere. I like the shade of the lip liner, but I do feel like I kind of have to press super hard to get any sort of pigmentation. It's going, just gotta work for it. All right, then we're gonna take the lipstick side, lip crayon side, which looks like this. All right, and then we're just gonna gonna go for it. All right, so the lip crayon part is gliding on beautifully. And then you guys know I like to take my finger, amateur move. Amateur move! All right, guys, so this is the finished look. I hope that you learned something cool today. I wanna say thank you to Deck of Scarlet for sending me out some products. Overall, I think the eyeshadow blended nicely. I love the shimmer. I cannot wait to use the other shades of the shimmer that they sent me. I think the lip liner was a little hard to use. I did have to press a little bit hard to even get it to go on, but I thought the lip crayon side of it was awesome. I love the shade. I do like the liner, but you did have to push hard to get it to go. So that is it for this video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you loved this video, then please make sure that you are subscribed. While you are here, you might as well watch the video that was before this if you haven't already. Be nice to one another, love yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!